Hey there, TJ here with Technological Gadgets, bringing you the best in tech and making it work for you. On this channel, we usually do tech reviews, but sometimes we like to check out other people's setups. And this video in particular is going to be a setup from MarzBar's, aka Alex, from who runs this tech channel called TechFlow, and and he's going to be showing us his sort of ultimate like minimalistic productivity setup to where he probably does all of his work, his editing, coming up with video ideas and things like that. So if that sounds interesting, make sure to drop me a like to let me know, and comment down below whose setup you'd like me to check out next, and I'll be sure to do so. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you'd like to help support me and what I do. Plus, it's completely free, so why not? But without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Wow, that looks really cool though.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here for TechFlow, and today we're going over the cleanest kitchen tech setup. I'm going to go over everything that's on the desk behind me, as well as give you some of my cable management tips for making a setup with zero cables.
Okay.
So, if you're hungry, let's get straight after it.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, he's a British like tech YouTuber. Oh wow, looks really good though.
Okay, so let's start front and center with the monitor. This is a really awesome piece, the
darker setup, I think.
UL950. And I like to call this the poor man's Pro Display XDR because, well, it shares a lot of the features with that monitor, but it's kind of less than half the price. It's still a pretty penny though. So like Apple's Pro Display XDR, it's a nano IPS display. It's obviously HDR, 4K resolution, and it comes 98%
instead of
DCI.
Oh, so the difference is instead of 5K, it's 4K, I think. I think so. Instead of 6K or 5K, it's like 4K.
3-color gamut. As well as that, it's got Thunderbolt support, which is, well, the main key for making this entire setup cable-free. And as usual guys, links to everything we mention in this video, whether I'm actually talking about it or it's just a little knick-knack on the desk, it'll be down there in the description below that like button. One of the things I've really been struggling with over the last few months building this setup is actually finding a monitor arm that both looks nice and is white in color. The back of this monitor is completely white and it allows you to actually pull this desk out and the thing doesn't look that bad from the back.
Okay, I see.
They allow you to clear desk space, and that's especially important.
I'm wondering why didn't he go for like a black and downward setup since he has a space gray. Maybe he could go for like a black space gray and old kind of setup, and have like a black monitor and a black monitor arm. I'm curious to why he actually went with white, which is kind of like, I guess, not that nice, but maybe he wants like slightly more contrast. But yet again, I think going with black or something more of a wood finish or even space gray might do him a lot better.
If you
but that's just my opinion.
With a small desk like this, you can actually put things under the monitor instead of it just being a big bulky monitor stand, and it also gives you a great place to hide, well, the minimal amount of cables that we've got on this desk. I think there's only two.
Yeah, you can cable tie it to the monitor arm.
Thunderbolt cable off to the MacBook.
Okay.
Now the actual desk. This is a set of standing legs from a company called FlexiSpot. With all the moving parts, it was actually surprisingly easy to put together. You get this little silver control unit on the side that has 4 memory slots, and as well as that, some easy quick up and down adjustments.
Okay.
The actual desktop itself is also from FlexiSpot, and they've got a whole range of different wood effects and colors to choose from. The actual top is really light in weight, which gives me great confidence in loading this desk up with all of my heavy boxes that I bring in and put here without damaging the motor. Now, I've messed around with a few of the standing
That's actually pretty good.
And it's metal too. And neither of them have either a anti-collision warning or a child lock system, to which this supports both. Now, moving swiftly on, we've got the accessories.
Really good features to have.
Desk. To the right-hand side of the monitor, we've got probably one of my favorite pieces, the Kilburn 2 speaker. Now, keeping the theme
from Marshall, I think,
on this setup, the Kilburn 2 supports Bluetooth, which is great for obviously casual listening, which is what we're doing 90% of the time at this setup. But for the time when you want to dial in, let's say do some editing in Premiere Pro or some music production in Logic, you can just connect that speaker with a 3.5mm cable and have real-time listening.
But I wouldn't really say for like music production and video editing, this is the best speaker because it's not completely like flat. It's not like flat like studio monitors. But I guess you know, if you're not doing much of like EQ and stuff like that, it should be okay.
And due to the size of the speaker, it actually has a huge battery in it. So for mediocre listening volumes, it will literally last all week without a charge, which is really nice.
That's cool.
Okay, flanking the other side of the desk, we've
One
got
less
the
cable,
M1
I guess.
MacBook Pro. Now, obviously,
Yep.
detail on this. It's sat in a vertical stand. Now, I've had this vertical stand knocking around the office for some time. I forget the name of it, but if I can find it, I'll stick that link in the description.
Thinking of looking to get one as well.
In front of that, we've got the Belkin wireless charger. Now, this is a MagSafe charger, but Belkin don't call it a MagSafe charger.
Oh, legal reasons.
The phone appears to float, as you can see behind me, and
yeah, it looks pretty cool.
The phone towards you so you can see all of your notifications. Obviously, at the same time, it's on charge at about 10 to 15 watts. This thing doesn't break the bank either. It's cheaper than all of Apple's chargers.
True.
Belkin. But before we continue, just
much better, I think.
Sponsor, Y-Food. So, have you ever caught yourself on a busy your drinkable fork?
Yeah, I think the charger is really good, especially if you have like an iPhone.
Now back over to the right hand side of the desk, you can see this lamp, and inside of here we've got a special bulb from a company called Nanoleaf, specifically the bulb. Now this is a really
curious why he didn't go with LifeX.
That's $17.99, which in the smart bulb world really isn't that bad, considering that this smart bulb supports Thread. Now, if you've been living under a rug, Thread is the next best thing to come and support all of our smart homes, and we've actually done a dedicated video talking about Thread. If you haven't checked that out, click the thing or it's in the description. But yeah,
how do you use Thread and it's worth it, you know?
Connected to the HomePod Mini over Thread, and it works really, really well. And also,
the lampshade looks nice though.
These two lights behind the monitor from Philips Hue, specifically the Bloom lights from Philips Hue, these things came out in 2013, and the day of recording this is 2022, so they're 9 years old. Wow, those things...
If I'm not wrong though, the Philips Hue Blooms are the first like sort of smart home like stuff from Philips Hue, if I'm not mistaken.
Haven't aged at all, and they still work really, really well, providing each side of the desk with their own specific light. And it's just nice coming from those Bloom lights. They just really do give off a nice, vibrant glow. We've got this faux leather mouse mat on the table, which goes underneath the mouse, or should I say trackpad, and keyboard. I really, really like this. It's obviously vegan, and it's really cheap, about £15 off Amazon. I like it because it makes the white keyboard and mouse really, really stand out.
As I said, he's looking for something that stands out. Then, you know, getting, I guess, white peripherals kind of makes sense, but... personally, I wouldn't go with white peripherals, but that's just my personal opinion.
Got these really futuristic little cable management doodads. Let me tell you this, magnets are really, really cool. You basically put any cable inside of the little magnet, and then it just sticks onto the pad, leaving it at the side of the desk. And then when you want it, you can just grab it. Now, onto the floor. Bear with me, there's still a few cool things down here that I think you will be interested in. The first one being this Skydio studio light. These are like $49.99 on Amazon, and they project, when it's dark, onto the wall, a really cool sort of galaxy effect with a mixture of a laser and an actual projector. The laser does the tiny little dots that you can see, and the projector obviously does all of the galaxy blooming effect. Doesn't work very well, if at all, in the daytime, but at nighttime it's really kind of calming to have on, and it's just one of those things. Tell me you're a TikToker
the ambience
without telling me you're a TikToker.
Wow, that burn though.
Now in this current setup, this little Skydio light is currently being powered by an awesome USB-C to USB-C cable. It's awesome because it actually has a little display on it which tells you how many watts.
Oh, it's one of those, one of those ones.
So this Skydio light is literally using nothing, 2 or 3 watts. You plug this thing into a phone or an iPad and you can see that it's drawing 20 to 25 watts.
Oh yeah, for fast charging.
It's easier to see if your phone is trickle charging or if it's having its full capacity going into it. I thought this would be a complete gimmick, but like the Skydio light, I think these are really, really cool. And I've got
it's really useful to have when you need to know.
Going into my devices. Now this is just your standard charging brick, but it delivers 100 watts, and it's cheaper than Apple's variant, and it also has.
I think it's pretty similar to the Magdule one that I have, which is like the 100 I think 100 watts. If I'm not wrong, I did a video on that the Magdule 100-watt gallium nitride charger, you can check it out I think on my channel.
More ports on it. So Apple's actual charger is about 120 watts.
Oh, this one you have to plug in that. Yeah. Mine is kind of like it's inbuilt, so you just have to flip out and then plug into the wall. So it's in a way even better than this one, I guess.
But it just
for like travel especially.
USB-C port on the output. This has 2 USB-C ports and a USB-A port.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty similar to mine. I guess this one is more of like a how would you say, like a desktop solution where you want the charger to be closer to you. This is much better. But if you know you thinking of bringing it to travel and stuff like that, and just want to plug it straight into the wall and just have it on the wall itself like a MacBook charger, then I think the Magdule 100-watt gallium nitride charger that I reviewed will be a much better option.
It's just basically the perfect USB-C charging accessory for, well, your main laptop and all your little peripheral devices. It's just the one that you want to throw in your bag instead of the one that Apple ships with the laptops that can just charge one device at once. At the same time as that, it looks really cool because it's space gray, which is exactly the same color as the laptop that's running this.
True, which is why I'm kind of like puzzled by why he didn't go with like all space gray or like all space gray, dark wood and black. Like I'm kind of curious about that.
But guys, that's been it. This has been the minimal kitchen setup behind me. Believe it or not, yes, we are actually
it's in the
my
kitchen
right now. How nice does this look behind me? If you guys have got any questions, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, that's actually pretty unique.
Videos, also let us know because we'll do more of them. And yeah, that's been it. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Okay, so let's get a good shot of his setup. Okay.
Okay, so let's start front and center with the monitor. This is a really awesome piece. The LG.
Okay, so let's get a good shot of this, and yes. Okay. So I guess what do I sort of personally think about sort of this setup as a whole? Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. I'm thinking that it's actually a really nice setup. And you know, it's a really minimalistic sort of cozy setup, and you know, with one display, it's just really good for, I guess, just productivity and you know, just you know, chilling out or whatsoever. And it's a really convenient and sort of simple sort of setup to use. I guess one gripe I kind of have about the setup is maybe instead of white accents you might want space gray, wood, or even black accents, you know, to tie this whole entire thing together. And I think, you know, the sort of overall like colors and sort of theme that you have gone for, which is a really dark sort of cozy setup, is you know, really unique and something that I personally really like. And especially with, you know, just some sprinkling of, you know, RGB lighting, it just accents the whole entire setup and makes it look good without making it too overkill. And especially you know, with the legs as well, the legs, you know, for ergonomics, you know, the standing desk, that is also really good. But you know, I'm curious, you know, what sort of, you know, maybe like chair you're using. I'm really curious to know what chair you're using, or you know, if any, and how, you know, how would it go with this setup as a whole. But anyways, personally I think this is a really good setup, and I really like it. And man, I can draw a lot of like inspiration from this setup, especially in terms of making a really cozy setup. But do let me know what do you think down in the comment section below. And if you like this video so far, make sure to drop me a like to let me know. And you know, also comment down below, you know, whose setup you'd like me to react to next, or like check out, and I'll be sure to do so. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you'd like to help me out, and you know, especially this channel out, you know, completely for free. So like, why not, right? But thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.